Hey guys, I want to show you what to do if your ice maker is making too much ice. So a lot of the times that's not the issue, but if it is, I'll talk to you about that here. So sometimes your ice is coming off in sheets like this, and you may actually need to change the size of the ice cubes. Now you can do this here on this model. This is a GE, and there's a plus and minus sign. Now what you're going to want to do is take that cap off. It just comes off generally with like a flathead screwdriver, but you're going to turn it left to increase the size. As you can see, there's an arrow. So if you turn this left, it would increase the size of the ice cube. In this case, we want to turn it right to decrease the size. So you can do that, place the plastic cap back on. This is what the plastic cap looks like here. Now to pull this out on this model, this one just has a flap here. So some of them have the little metal arm that comes out. I prefer the metal arm, but this one has the little flap. Now if this ice cube tray is out even just this much, the little flap's not going to get pushed in and it's going to continually make ice. So this is like called the shutoff arm or the shutoff flap in this case. And if the ice cube tray gets pulled out or something, it's going to just continually make ice. So keep that in mind and kind of look at your ice tray to see when your ice is falling. When it's full, is it actually triggering that arm to cut off the ice? Now, another thing you can do, it does have an on-off switch. I'll talk about that in a minute as well. But when you pull this out, the actual flap is coming out, you can see, and that's signaling it to make more ice. So a lot of times they do have a little metal arm that comes out, and what that does is sometimes that gets stuck in the down position. Now if that happens, it's not going to stop making ice, and sometimes the reason it gets stuck in that down position is because one of the sides of the metal clip that comes down, or the metal shutoff arm, comes out of the little retainer area, which is a white plastic area on the side. Now if that happens, it's not going to signal the ice maker to shut off, and it's just going to keep running. So you want to make sure it's in both sides of the ice maker and it's clicked in the right position as well. So we don't have that. We have the flap here, so that's what we were just concerned about. So sometimes you also want to just make sure your ice is flat in the ice cube maker. So in this case, it's all piled up to the right, so you can kind of push it down and just make sure it's triggering that cutoff flap. Now that we've done that, it should be fine here. You can always, if you're going on a trip, you can actually just turn it off if you're having issues with this, and it's not going to make ice. It's just going to retain the ice, obviously, that's there. But we're going to turn it back on. Now you can also try to reset the ice maker. In this model, this is a GE. I know this works in some other GEs. This flap, you can press it back 3 times in a row, and that should reset it. And sometimes when that happens, those little splines on top will do a circle rotation and it'll reset from there. And now another issue is if your ice maker is freezing over, you may have a bad water inlet valve, which is down near the bottom of the ice maker, kind of in the back. And I have another video I'll link to this on how to replace that. And generally, if you have that issue, like I said, your ice maker is going to freeze over and your dispenser is going to just be shooting out water.